Hello everyone, welcome to the Northern Tarot. My name is Andy. Today, as usual, on Monday, we will have the Fun Day Monday, which is the Oracle Message reading. And this is gonna be the Oracle Message number 18. This is gonna be not quite the last Mercury retrograde of this year, because normally we have 3 times of Mercury retrograde a year. This year's the end of December to January will be the final one, which is the fourth one, which is unusual. However, it's just because of the time calculating is a little bit awkward between the old year and the new year. So we can consider the fourth Mercury retrograde gonna be the one for the next years. So in theory, this is still the last Mercury retrograde of this year's the third one, right? So we don't count that fourth one because I think it's for the 31st of December or something like that. So it's not quite something that affect this year's. So now let's go straight to the cards and see what we have. And I'm very curious to see what messages that we might have today, because it's supposed to be the mix between the new messages and the old messages for the unfinished business and the new way how to deal with things going on at the moment. So let's go to the cards and find out. Okay, so with the oracle message, we will go to the tarot first. I will pull 3 cards. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel to help it grow. If you're already here and want to donate, please find the donate button in the description box. Now, let's see what we have for this reading. The oracle message number 18. And this is general reading, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Now, the first card is the Eight of Swords. So there's a lot of things that people going through at the moment. Well, more exactly, it's not a lot of things. There is one thing. The one main, how I say, heavy-minded thing that people are going through right now. Now, the Eight of Swords, when it comes out, it is actually trying to tell you something about stop worrying, because it will all be sorted out somehow. So it's like we cannot see things in advance, because we're not supposed to know, because sometimes we can, when predict things, we can like pull out the future messages, but sometimes we're not supposed to, because it comes with the surprise, and the surprise is part of the reward, or how I say, the blessings that the universe want you to enjoy and to receive. Now, with this card comes out, I have the feeling things gonna be opened up and being gonna cleared for people, so you can have that release of the blockage energies, or that heaviness that you're going through just right now around this time. So there is something coming to an end here. Okay, so the Eight of Swords is also talking about sometimes like people advise that you have to take the blindfold. Okay, that is easy to say, but here is the questions: how you gonna do that if you cannot see the clarity of things, or when things not being revealed or unfolded for you? So it depends on the context, but my advice is, if we learn how to keep calm, to deal with the situations, how we learn how to control the panic, and put things into the minimum level of what it's supposed to be. Of course, we cannot just remove everything straight away, because psychology speaking, it's impossible, because we're all human. But if we learn how to ground ourselves, that's why the card meditating the other days comes out, for that reason. So spirit must have seen the tendencies of people heading where people heading to. That's why the advice is keep calm, ground yourself, practice meditating if you can, or detach yourself to the negativities in your environment, to give yourself to your own energy only. if you in that situation that you can do that, it will do a lot of good for yourself. Okay, now the second card, another 8, is also, you know, like when I see the 8 and 8 repeatedly, now that is to determine something here, that you're gonna receive a very new method, or the new approach, or a new foundations of something here that is coming forward. They are coming toward you just now, but of course you cannot see that because you're still in that 8 of Swords energy. um Worrying is actually a good thing. It's not a bad thing. When you're worried about something, it means that you are um invest your energy into that manifestations when you want to solve something. So don't deny yourself, or don't get frustrated with yourself. Just learn how to control that to the right level, to the acceptable level. It will give you that positive energies to welcome all the blessings to come in. Now, the 8 of Cups, it is literally saying that you leaving that situation. There is something coming in. You leaving it, but you cannot see the solution. That's why you might feel frustrated at the moment. Okay, let's see the third card, what we have. Hopefully the third card might give us some ideas of what to expect. So I think this is the one here, the King of Pentacles. Okay, so the King of Pentacles here is saying, it's, you know, this is the sense of the Emperor. So the King of Pentacles here saying that you actually, how I say, put into the situations that you cannot do much about the things that you already know. It feels like this is like the Emperor. So I think the Emperor trying to come out, but the King of Pentacles comes out because the King of Pentacles saying that you don't have to worry about the materials, or like the resources. It will be provided to you, just sufficient enough for you to get through this moment. And then the new foundation is about to come in. Now, the King of Pentacles here is actually like the old foundations that you have built. So whatever left for you, even you made losses or you went through losses, especially when it comes to material, job, works, money, divorce, losing properties, being scammed, whatever it is. Now Spirit trying to say that you are actually received just right amount of the things that you need, because this is supposed to be for the old cycle. That's why you cannot see the prospect of, you know, multiplying or growing that materials base any longer. So that means that you will have to go through this, or you are about to leave something behind here to allow yourself to receive the new foundation. Okay, so as I say, I have the funny feeling today because this is gonna be about the mixture between the old cycle and the new cycle. So you are right in the middle of the timing of you know, like solving or completing something. Now let's go with the oracle cards, and this is the the Celtic spirits, right? So we're gonna see where we are in the journey right now. Hopefully Spirit will show us what we need to see today. Now, the first card, let's see what we have. The blue, depressed, isolated, and help. This is what I'm talking about. So a lot of people going through this right now. But you know, the funny thing is, because of this kind of like the feel like tower moments. So you are in the queue of waiting for things to be solved. But 11 is about, it's actually very similar to the double eight here. So a lot of people might meet the soulmate. So when things closed, like all the doors is kind of a closing one by one, it puts you in that depression. It made you feel like you are really being isolated or even feeling abandoned. Lack of resources, lack of support, but it might do you a favor. So you will have to turn to someone here with this card 11. So I have the feeling that the new foundation is gonna come somehow to people, and it also guide you toward that the gatekeeper, the one that's holding the keys that will unlock all the energy blockage, even the blockage of your heart chakra. So you're gonna like receive everything at once. So it's gonna be a big reward that coming toward for a lot of Sagittarius. Okay, now let's see the second card what we have. So I have the feeling this is gonna be another blessing in disguise. But if you cannot practice the healing skill, the grounding skill, and practice that skill of keeping yourself calm and coping with the tensions of the environment that you're in, if you cannot practice that, you will panic and you cannot see these things coming in. But if you already here and have the tendencies of spiritual growth and have that wanting, have that need of gaining spiritual wisdom, I have the feeling that you will be able to do these things successfully because it's already built in you. That's why you have the tendencies of spirituality. Okay, now the second card we have is the hair, other world shifting fertility. Now, do you believe me? I actually really like the energies of this reading today. It's exactly what I wanted to see. I wanted to see that shift from that old cycle to the new cycle. So you already shift your own energy, and it's more difficult than shifting the environment because it will depends on your intelligence, on your spiritual maturity. Now, when people successfully or at least manage somehow to grow or to shift that energies inside to the new level of the the demanded energies in the new cycle, you are now start to apply that, reflect that into your living environment, the external environment that's surrounding you at the moment. That's why you start to see things moving. However, because you cannot see exactly or like clearly how this gonna be done yet, or if there's any outer support from someone or from some certain sources, so that's why you still feeling a little bit, how I say, you can feel a little bit stressed. Some people will be stressed. Some people can feel a little bit like that's frustrations, but it's to the level that you just want to give up and throw everything away. There's some people will be like that. So remember now with the card, the hair is about you gonna take a leap of faith in your growth, in your expansion. Now you're gonna turn the table around. So you're gonna go to the upside down world. Now, if you remember the readings I did in around the time of the rise of the kingdom, the era of the Sagittarius. Now, those readings at that time, around that time, is the guidelines, are the guidelines for all the readings in the future. It predicts the tendencies and the destiny where we're gonna reach to. It's like the whole theme of the era. Now, how long is the era, right? It's not just 10 years. This is gonna be can be even 100 years. So those readings actually are very important. And one of that reading saying that this is like you going to the wonderland, the upside down world, and that is you actually stepping into it. Obviously, that because you know, it depends. Obviously, that you will have to wait until the next awakening. So I think it's gonna be soon, maybe in a couple of months. This month is September, so we have October, November, December. Now I have the feelings another 3 months and a half, about the second half of January, you will start to how I say, like open your eyes and start to see things. So you gradually seeing things, right? But it's a process. So don't worry. You know, I am very confident to say that the people that are you know, the next people in the queue of receiving all this blessing. So the blessing going in, but until you can officially enjoy that life, this is the process that you have to go through, because we take turns to do it. So some of the people, quite a number of people already done this. And if you don't believe me, you can ask people in our channel and they will tell you the experience. Okay, now let's go to the angel's answer, this oracle card here, and we will see if there's any specific informations that we need to know. Now, the first cards, let's see what we have. The first cards we have is the situation will improve. Now, do you believe me? This is quite, you know, I think spirits really, how I say, really, how I say, blessing the people. They really understand, and anytime we need to ask spirits about anything, there will be a very direct answers. It's so, how I say, it's so you know, attached to the reality of the people. So we are being watched closely, and we didn't actually know that, but trust me, everything is just right. So if you feel like you lack of something here, you know, open your mind and see it's a little bit, how I say, it's just change the view in how you see things. You actually got enough everything until you can, you know, successfully take that leap of faith here to jump off right to the other side of the world where you're supposed to be, right? Where everything's going to be opposite with what you are dealing right now. No pains, no cheatings, no hurts, no worries. It's like you, it's like a happy land for you. Okay, so the situation will improve. That is nothing else that we want more, right? Now the second card, let's see what we have. If you believe. Wow, this is amazing. I would actually say that too. You have to believe. If you don't believe, you will never see the blessing. Now, it's not because the universe trying to mean to, because the universe is actually very generous to people. But to be honest, if you don't believe, that means that you not yet completed the all the lessons, the spiritual lessons that the universe trying to educate you in such a long years that you have gone through. So if you could not you know, graduate, or could not learn all these things, that means that you not yet deserve the biggest reward, because the universe want to send you all the highest rewards that you deserve. But it's really down to you, it's really up to you. So belief is very, very important. And also, logically speaking, in the 3D world, now, if we believe in something, or if we believe in our capacity, ability, um, in our learning, in our dignity, for example, we will actually create that energies that attract things, attract people. For example, if you're confident, if you know, like, confident about not just knowledge, but let's say a shallow thing, like if you're confident about your look, right? You don't need to look too pretty or too good looking, but if you're confident about that and see the how I say, the charm of the personal charm of what you've got, and you know how to use it wisely, do you think you will attract people? They will love talking to you, for example. They will love to be around you. They will love to go out with you, right? But if we're not confident about our look, about what we got, we always, like trying to undermine ourselves. Like we always think that, oh, I'm not that good looking. I'm not that pretty. Do you think that people will be excited to go out with someone like that? To even have a cup of coffee with? If you're confident about your wisdom, it works the same. People will like attracted to the knowledge you have and want to listen to your stories, and vice versa, right? So that is actually the logic of the 3D world. So if that's a logic here, and we agree with that, then why we should disagree with that logic when it comes to working with the universe? It works the same way. Okay, now let's go to the unicorn oracle cards, and we will see what we have. Now this is gonna be the blessings. Let's see what is the blessings. Now the first card we have is open to abundance, another number 8. Now, believe you deserve, accept plenty and prosperity. This is unbelievable. We were talking about belief. There's a card about belief. Now there's another number 8 again. And we're talking about new foundations. We're talking about soulmate opportunities here. They will come when you hit the bottom of your life. If you really trust me, I can guarantee you, most of the time you meet your soulmate or you reunion with your soulmate, the time that you can be together is when you hit the bottom of your life, and your soulmate supposed to do the same. They might hit something very, very hard in their life. That's why both of you need each other, because only the love that you protect and preserve for each other through life can compensate all the things, all the pains, and can reward everything that you've been through. That's the only way to heal. Okay, so that's why, the people going and find their soulmate through life for that reason. Now, this card say open to abundance. Believe you deserve. Again, please believe. And please trust me. If you like me, if you think that I'm genuine, and if I have a loving heart that I'm trying to have, there's no reason that I should lie to you. Right? There's no reason that I should even talk sweet or trying to make you feel good, because I don't think that's the right way to have people. The right way to have people is to being honest, to share what is real, what is practical. So if you practice these things will start to open up, and you will see how it is your magical life that we never seen it before. And then one day you say, oh, hang on, is that it? the magic's actually everywhere. It happens. It exists every day. We just too blinded. We just cannot see it, and we just cannot enjoy and feel it. Sorry, feel and enjoy it. That is the right order to say. Okay, now the second card of this unicorn. Let's see what we have. Stand in your power. Number 14. Be passionate about your visions. Bring out positive change. That's what I'm talking about. So because you have gone through that transformations within you, especially about the energy to match up with the new energies that required for the new cycle. So now spirits advise and actually encourage people to start seeing why things moving that way. Is that, you know, is that how you reflect that energy, the changes in you. So the more positive change you can make within your mind, the more you will see your environment will vibe following the wavelength of your energy that you are obtain. So stand in your power. So this is like the 6 of Wands. That means that you're heading towards success and you're gonna taking back your spotlight. So that's why, you know, positivities and confidence are very important. That's why I say, as long as you know how to control the worries to the amount, to the levels, acceptable amount, that's when you will be successful to thrive and shine. Because this is all about the lessons about how you balance energy, how you allocate your energy. Because as I say, what is nothing wrong with it. It's actually show that you care. You show that you want something. You manifest things. If you care free, you know, then probably that you're too happy with everything. Then you don't need anything else. Okay, now let's go to the Rose Oracle and see what we have. The Rose Oracle is more about healing. So let's see what we have for the healing. And I think that, you know, like with the energies going on at the moment, the we are really blessed with the healings that coming in from holidays, from passion, from love, from feelings, and now working time to start to working on our projects and ourselves for the next expansion. So the first card we have is the bloom. Wow. Creations realized. So you know, your it's like creation realized. It means you have the visions for new things, new life. So you're trying to create the new patterns for your next cycle, and it's been realized. It's been recorded. The universe say, right, okay, so that's the way you want to live in the next cycle. We will have you make sure that you're happy this time. Make sure you know how to use it this time. Make sure you know how to maintain it this time. Something like that, right? Now, right time, harvest and celebrate. So a lot of people gonna, you know, successfully solve the situation here. So once you able to leave all the dramas and the, how I say, the heaviness behind, it's when that you will start to use the things that had been left for you with the King of Pentacles here and make it the life that you wanted, the life that you manifested. So the King of Pentacles actually indicates that you are ready to be inventive, to be creative, or to, how I say, it's like you utilize anything you have to create the new things. But this card is actually saying that you gonna get everything, how I say, happen. Things gonna happen for you. It's just as simple as that. So don't worry, because things are coming the way you want it. But remember, you have to believe. And also, You need to know how to be gratitude too. That's two things, belief and gratitude. It's very, very important to allow all the blessings to come in, and to allow that everyone's gonna be happy with your achievement. You don't want to be a selfish one that you get everything and the people look at you and say, you don't deserve it. We don't really think you deserve it. You have to do in a way that when you're happy, when you get everything, people say, wow, you made it. We really admire you. You're so inspirational. We really respect you. You deserve all of that. When people say that to you, you know that you are the one. Okay, now the card. The next one we have is we are nature. Becoming grounded, embodiment, living in connection. Now, if you believe me, we were talking about grounding skill, whatever method that you use for yourself. Meditation is only one form of it. You can do even with running, running on the treadmill, because you don't have to think. You just focus on the step and your breath, inhale and exhale. That is when you know that you have gained that spiritual maturity, that like things cannot kill you anymore, things cannot, how I say, upset you anymore, nothing can, how I say, depress you. When you reach to that level, you know that you are graduated, A+ student. Okay, so now let's go with this one. This one is Angels and Ancestor Oracle cards. So let's see, sometime we will hear things from angels, what they want us to know, and sometimes we hear from your ancestor, the people that living in you and watching you. Okay, now let's see the first card. I think this is the one. Okay, let's see what we have. Medicine's mother, honor your inner knowing. Now, so the whole reading is exactly about what we already analyzed with each other so far, and this is only the confirmation. So the card here saying honor your inner knowing. Your inner knowing is actually your spiritual wisdom. Now, the knowledge of, math, literature, even about tarot, about star sign, that is not wisdom. That is knowledge. Now, the inner knowing here is the inside, how you feel about all the things you learned, how you put them together to create your own, how I say, improvisations of wisdom. That is when you know that you getting ready to, how I say, to turn this world upside down and see all that blessings going on, and and enjoy that infinity in the land of love and light. So let's give it a thought about how far you have gained things, and how deep and how mature that you think you are now. It's just a test. It's like self-test. If you have time, of course, right? It's not a must, but if you have time to do that, it will be fun. Okay, so you will know how far you are on your soul journey. That is the only meaning of it, but it's also to show you when you're ready to receive all the new blessings, to allow these painful situations to finally officially comes to an end and never again. Okay, now the next card we have is the Sage. Wow, unbelievable. The Sage, be devoted and committed. The Sage is actually about wisdom. It's actually the myth of Sagittarius, the wisest man in the whole universe. the sage in the myth that everyone looking for his advices. Everyone turn to him for his wisdom because he's the one who can decode everything of the universe. So be devoted and committed. So this is actually the advices. Now, what does it mean in these situations when we have to leave something and stepping into the new situations, the new life? So who we devoted to and who we committed to is your belief system. That is why you have to make everything become your wisdom and believe in that, because that was the thing that you've been paying for through years. If you now can see it that way, you realize that, oh, so everything I had to go through is actually for all that. Yes, it is. It is actually the wisdom that you were searching for, you were craving for. That's why you have the tendencies of spirituality, and that's why you're here with me. Okay, so it's time to embrace it. Make it your power. Make it your attraction. Make it your energy. Make it the tool that you can even now giving advices to other people. Then you know that everything's gonna come to you. Now let's go to the black mirror, and we will see what is the shadow works that spirits want us to watch out for. Because obviously that the shadow work is something that we have to think of and practice every day, because it's a life learning process. It's non-stop, and we shouldn't stop. Okay, so let's see the first cards we have. Let's see what is that spirit want us to watch out for. Now, this is the card number 27, fragmentation. Fragmentation is actually, what I see here is I see the pieces of shadow. It's like it's not the whole things, but it's like a very leftover of the shadow. So depends on which, because each one of you going through different journeys and learning different things, but there will be a certain patterns and certain type of shadows that we often the case that we make the same mistake. The ego thing, the control issue is very popular. The control issue, the ego is also very popular. Victimization, how I say, codependency is also very important. So it's time for you to really think about all and use your wisdom now to really clarify what else left that makes you feeling not happy with yourself in the old context, in the old situations, in that old cycle. If you can notify that, then the job of removing the thing is hardly any job. It's too easy for you once you can notify it. For example, if you are stressed with the situations and you really cannot bear the fact that you need the way out straight away, or you need to have some sort of like concrete information about something, and if you let it kind of like ruin your mentality, that is a sign of control issue, because you need to control the outcome of things. So control issue is not just about obsession. It's not about it's not just about possession and obsessions on things. It's also about you want to control the outcome of things. So if you're still in that position, then yes, please cleanse it, do the work to allow all the blessings to come in and make everyone happy and respect and admire you. Okay, so the second card, let's see what we have. The second card we have is Naked Before the Stars. Naked Before a Star here is about you feeling, how I say, alone here. You lack of confidence about yourself. So the two cards actually very similar. So it's like the fragments of all these egos. So it depends on on who you are and what journey that you are take. So please give a thought to see what else that you need to cleanse. Why you not confident? Why you still feeling like you are alone? You not receive support or resources. Of course, if even I know in fact that a lot of people do not receive any support and resources. I didn't receive anything, right? But I didn't allow myself to feel that way or to think that way because I know that is not the right way to do. It will distort your energy, and it will distort the energy for not to match with the demanded one. That's why I didn't do it then. But that's why I could get through things the way it's supposed to be quite smoothly at the last minute. The waiting, the queue of the waiting game is quite long, but once you completed everything just through your mind, you get there and everything will be very smooth for you. I can promise you that, because once you get it done, you will come back and tell me that, Andy, you were right. Okay, now let's go to the last two cards about love and relationship to see what we have. Now, I want to put this up here to see if you can see the card. Yeah, you can see the card here, so I just put it up here then. Okay. Yep, that looks better. Okay, and now I will pull two cards, and this is the last two cards of the reading today. Let's see what we have for love and relationship. I'm expecting people to meet their soulmate, to be honest. Wow. What I just said. I knew it. Your soulmate is heading toward you. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. I can't believe my eyes. I can't believe what I see. Because I was thinking, even when I first pulled the first three cards of the tarot, I was thinking, I think soulmate is heading toward people. But you have to be in that situation. Remember the situation that I described here. You need to be in that situation. Okay, so let's see what the second card we have. I will put this up a little bit here. Right. Yep, so make sure you can read it. The second card is not important anymore because that's the card that I'm thinking of. True love. What can I say, guys? Soulmate, true love, this is the romance of lifetime. Bingo. Okay, guys, so I'm very happy with this. I know that a lot of you complaining or recently complained, but the more you complained, and if you resonate with this story, I'm gonna congratulate you big time, and you will have to come back and like share your story with me. Okay, so if you like what I'm doing, please like and share the video and subscribe to the channel to help it grow. If you want to donate, please find the donate button in the description box, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.